Dr. Ee, what are your thoughts on fish oil supplements and coconut oil supplements?
So when it comes to all of these supplements, a lot of people will take fish oil or coconut oil supplements. Let's start with fish oil first. A lot of people will take fish oil supplements because they see all of those ads. It's always, take a lot of fish oil because it contains DHA or EPA, or it contains a lot of omega-3. So a lot of parents believe that making sure their parents will eat a lot of parents will believe that making sure their kids eat a lot of fish or giving these sort of supplements will help them, will improve their health. And I blame commercials for this. They're always going on about DHA and how it's good for your brain, how it's supposed to make you smarter or protect your brain health. But we don't actually have any concrete research that shows that eating fish or taking in these fish oil supplements will help make kids smarter, or even help promote your brain health, or even help promote your health in general. There's not a lot of proof when it comes to that. So when it comes to fish oil supplements, there's even new research which shows that fish oil can actually increase the risk of fatty liver disease. Fatty liver disease is, as the name suggests, you have too much fat in your liver. And oil, unsurprisingly, is high in calories. And it could be high in a lot of these triglycerides, which is another name for fat. So when it comes to these fish oil supplements, if you want to get more omega-3 in your body, what it really comes down to is not so much as getting a lot of omega-3, but looking at the balance of your body. For example, we don't want just omega-3. We want a lot of different other omegas as well, but what's more important is having a nice balance. For example, right now we want a nice balance of omega-6 to omega-3. If you're looking at this balance, the ideal balance we want is 1-to-1. So a ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 of 1-to-1. But currently we have way more omega-6 than omega-3. And this severe imbalance can actually cause more inflammation in our body, especially inflammation in our gut. And that's not very good for us. So when it comes to correcting this imbalance, the first thing we want to look at is not taking in more omega-3, but to take a look at the oils that we're already using in our cooking and help reduce the amount of omega-6. So currently, a lot of this imbalance comes from the cooking oils that we're using. For example, a lot of the popular oils have way more omega-6 than omega-3. For example, sesame oil has a ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 of 137-to-1. Grapeseed oil is 676-to-1. Cottonseed oil, 259-to-1. Palm oil, about 46-to-1. Sunflower oil, about 39-to-1. Peanut oil, 32-to-1. Olive oil is a little bit better at 12.8-to-1. Soybean oil is a little bit better at 7-to-1. But remember, our ideal ratio is 1-to-1. So we want to look more at oils such as macadamia oil, which has an ideal ratio of 1-to-1, or kiwi fruit seed oil, which in fact has more omega-3 than omega-6 of 1-to-4. Same thing with perilla seed oil, 1-to-4. So it's more of a looking at these things that we use, because in fact, it will have a greater impact on our health. Because think about it. When you make food at home, what is the thing that comes into contact with nearly all of your food? It's the oil that you use to cook, right? So you want to be sure that you're using an oil that is the healthiest it can be for you. So instead of relying on things like supplements to get more omega-3, you can also get omega-3 from plant sources as well. You don't have to rely on fish oil. For example, there's a lot of plants that can help your body produce omega-3s. For example, when you eat kiwis, there's a lot of those little tiny black seeds in kiwis. Those can contain a lot of nutrients that help your body produce omega-3. It's not just kiwi seeds either, like dragon fruit seeds as well. All of those healthy foods will help you increase the amount of omega-3 in your body, and also help give you a lot of other nutrients as well. When it comes to coconut oil is something that is all right if you want to use it as a sort of moisturizer, or I've heard some people use it as a leave-in hair conditioner, but it's not really something that you want to eat. There's a lot of misunderstanding around coconut oil. A lot of people will say that coconut oil is good for helping you lose weight or is good for your heart health. But what they're really doing is that they're misinterpreting the research that has been done. So the research that they misinterpreted is that there was researchers that looked at medium chain triglycerides, and they said that medium chain triglycerides in their research could help people lose weight. But the thing is that for their research, they used a specially synthesized oil for themselves. They used a specially synthesized oil that was 100% medium chain triglycerides. But then people took this info and they went, you know what? Coconut oil, out of all the other oils out there, has the highest percentage of medium chain triglycerides. Therefore, it can help you lose weight. That's not true. Okay, so coconut oil is not 100% medium chain triglycerides. And you can't say that just because it contains one good thing means that it will always have this positive effect. For example, I could say a lot of recreational drugs contain antioxidants, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to recommend people to take them, because you got to look at it as a whole. And when you look at it as a whole, coconut oil also has a lot of really unhealthy fats. For example, the unhealthy fats that you're looking for are the ones that are solid at room temperature. So for example, butter has a lot of it, and coconut oil is solid at room temperature. So it's not something that you want to eat. And in fact, a lot of research is showing that coconut oil is actually really harmful to your heart health. So it's more something that you can use as a skin moisturizer to help condition your hair, but it's not something that you want to eat as a sort of healthy supplement.